Aggressor at hand.
On their weaknesses. Back and scan.
Duty's bound to stop them.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed.
Stay NVR truck. Moving to safety.
Adversary. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for
Either restore my life or avenge my death! Who needs to die?
You there. Stay
ratcheting up my aggression. Combatant scared.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Loading on you.
Unfriendly company. They're talking.
For me!
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Sensibly, I must reload.
Combatant scan.
They manufacture one. Reloading once more.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Breaking for cover. Allocating explosive.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Recommence Bouncing up. Giving chase. Back in my sight.
Have a fix on their weaknesses. Mobilizing. Baton scan.
Wrist weapon prime!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Combatant scan.
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around.
Aggressive.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. Let the Paradigm worry about tomorrow.
So, Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Oh, child, I think that tram has long since cleared the station.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Well, well, as a Helia Leitinger, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you've made it this far. In addition to your wonderful thirst for wanton violence, you were always bright, though still somehow too thoroughly deluded to apprehend the truth. But then again, you never really wanted to, did you? Yes, well, can it truly even be considered betrayal if it was always lies? And Azza's willful ignorance made her the perfect candidate when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak. I see that Aza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life? If you have issue with the nature of humankind, perhaps you should take it up with the Grand Architect.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
And there it is. I almost felt sorry for you, Azahelia. You were so pathetic. So willing to believe specious arguments backed with only the flimsiest of proofs. Ah, well, such is life. But your usefulness is not yet at an end. Your death will put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Dear, you really must try to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to effectively inflicting pain before eliminating a target. You'll wear yourself out.
I've no idea what you're speaking of. The Glorious Dawn is the future of Arcadia. Dagmar must die violently because she betrayed us. I know of no other way to act.
Sentinels, the traitor Azahelia Lightinger is in the compound. She is to be terminated forthwith.
Proceeding to attack.
Much better!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Let down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
No.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Seeking cover!
Wrong place to linger.
Attack me, you attack wherever vigilant.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
Breaking for cover!
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Prudent.
Yeah.
Prudence dictates
Adversary
it is the
vulnerabilities
duty of
identified.
every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Combatant scanned. Yeah.
Hastening to cover!
Ratcheting up my aggression. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Grenade, away!
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Prudence dictates take this moment to appreciate our perfect life of content.
Target analyzed. Consider self-preservation a priority.
Thinking come!
Combatant scanned.
Bushwhacker. Come on out, so we might talk this over. Remain vigilant. Moving to safe.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
The
I'll handle this.
Displays of paradise have
Torpificator is charged. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. You suffered extensive damage, Commander. Combatant scanned.
Sustain the system.
Yeah.
His gaze sees all.
Done weapon ready, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Yeah.
functioning selflessly without complaint or
Combatant analysis.
Recommencing hostilities.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Find my next victim by aiming a hostile combatant.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Ah, these fools still linger.
Combatant scanned. Yeah. Yeah.
Combat probable.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
Yeah. Yeah. Investigating hostile intentions.
Enemy spotted.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Yeah.
No hesitation, no indecision. Final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Sure, the paradigm's planned without.
What's this?
Yeah. Hostilities are afoot. Torpificator at ready status. Check your scopes for
Azahelia
combat.
Lightinger is still at large.
All guards loyal to the Protectorate converge on my position at once.
Quarry. Shall hide from
I have a fix on their withstanding by to stupefy. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Enemy
Go for torpification. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scan. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Enemy moving into harm's way. From me.
Also,
Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
come on out. What are they up? Seems they departed.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Kill.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Once over.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Combatant scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Resorting to violence. Check your... Back and scan.
Ready.
Maintaining.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Duty fulfilled.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Seems like...
Proceeding to attack.
In our midst! Breaking for cover! Carefully reloading!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
You're still alive! Now, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to. What? Why? Fine. But you are only prolonging the inevitable.
I must say, I am in favor of prolonging the inevitable myself. What I did for the greater good, to save the colony, all at the Consul's behest. It was my duty as a loyal subject to the true Protectorate. What other reason need there be? And Azza, she was an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside, so in need of guidance. But then, she went berserk. I never imagined how she'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people. The consul feared that the Sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the consul set to creating a challenge for the Sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
Enough of this blathering on! It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways. As I told you before, there's only death for those who would betray the cult!
No, let's talk this through! Dead.
As am I. She should have suffered more for what she did. You know, for a moment there, I was questioning everything, but it quickly became obvious she was just lying to save herself. You're so naive. But don't feel bad. It took me until now to see through her subterfuge. No. The Glorious Dawn was always true. She was just using it for her own debased ends. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future. True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die. The Dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous Exalted Leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least. It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me. I'm not ready to talk yet. Let's get out of here.
Lo and behold,
Protect Arcadia! Much
All
better!
subjects.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Arcadia, never to be outshone.
got a live one.
Parasites identified!
Replenishing my firearm. Hastening to cover.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Back and stand.
Serve the sun.
Sort of peculiar.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our magnificent ruler, the Consul.
Thinking never made anybody happy. Huh. Some malingerer, no doubt.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Enemy about. Let's see what's up.
Disruptive influences!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneak. Come in, come right in, and be refreshed.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
The Consul provides the system of eyes.
Only the Protect. This is the advanced technology and know-how behind.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Ghoul, and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
You'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
Now that was a nice tap on the old brain pan.
Well, there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarium, here on Praetor, is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment
Greetings,
process
subject.
more
Or should I
refreshing
say
than ever.
refreshed to be?
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental
So
refreshment
refreshed.
is so
Mentally.
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
This is all a mite strange, but perhaps we should play along.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Our intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions to amply delineate your phreноmetric matrix. A baseline understanding of your character and background will assist our facilitators in determining the ideal regimen necessary to abrade any perceived personality irregularities.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium, here on Praetor, is unique.
Head Refresher Gould says mental refreshment increases tractability, stifles undue agitatement, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. I've undergone the procedure myself. Several times, they say, and look at me now. Never more. None authorized to you. Not until completion. Now there. No need to fear evaluation. It's just a few brief fleeting questions, all perfectly harmless, I assure you. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective. Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5. Incorrect. Wait. Processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, unacceptable, obsequious denial detected. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you? Processing, determination. An acceptable response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenolometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 150 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why... all happy and contented, and others are not.
I do believe that's the first test I've ever failed.
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance lets the paradigm run with flawless efficiency. Unthinking is essential. Unthink today. Unthink tomorrow. Unthink forever.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
You are the raw material for perfection.
Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation.
Exalted vigilant.
I'm Waylon.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
No, my daughter's name is Emily. Millie is a nickname for Emily, but I don't call her that.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak
I couldn't leave.
at all
Not yet.
times.
Haven't completed my regimen.
requires it.
My phrenolometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Oh, now she tells me. You know, I can still wonder, still worry, but it's like it's all through a haze or a gauze or something else ephemeral and shimmery. Emily said that? Really? This all feels a bit curious to me, but I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the refreshment is working. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived.
That's why
stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Some say the Sovereign Sluggers are better. but the efficients always used to rule in their favor. Anyhow,
Well, there are
my daughter
many
got me
mental
this ball to
refreshment
commemorate
facilities
a
to be
big
found
game.
throughout Arcadia.
I had to turn in my
Placid
personal
Waters
items when I was admitted.
Wellnetarium,
Suppose
here
so.
on Praetor,
Maybe
is
almost, at
uniquely
least.
special.
One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry. Though there are 2 automechs assigned there now, to keep subjects from wandering in and ambling off.
Refreshing than ever.
That doesn't seem like the sort of thing that'd be allowed, but
Our enemies envy
guess you know
our
what you're
prosperity,
doing. I'll be
disdain
dithering
our
about
sense of
here in the
community.
meanwhile.
They sneer at our contentment.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception.
To ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Toward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Greetings, new person. You have a look at Ophelia. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind
To be
the mental refreshment
refreshed.
process.
So nice to
That's
be
why we are all
refreshed.
happy and contented, and others are not.
Medicament dispensement
Prudence
has concluded
dictates
for
we
today.
rout all
Please proceed
disruptive
to the lecture
influences.
hall to request an exception.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium, here on Praetor, is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the Consul would say, at its base, humanity unguided is cravenly.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Charts our course, gives us purpose. The Consul is the firm hand that guides us. Mental refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient, perfect, and thus we enjoy energy, luxury, and resplendence. The system provides, the system abides.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the process. That's why we are...
Ah, you've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever. Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together. It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm
Threat detected.
mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
Personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in...
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
the duty of every protector its subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclination.
Wondering begets disharmony.
Into a thing of symmetry. Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are
commemorative
all happy and
pitchball.
contented.
I missed you so.
Not.
Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. I'll be dithering about here in the meanwhile.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Yeah.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more than ever.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their
The
assigned
paradigm
work?
ordains, the system
Report them for
sustains, the
mental
subject
refreshment
never
post-haste.
complains.
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only prescribed foods and no bliss and plenty.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all
The kitchen
happy and
pantry is
contented.
presently
And
off
others are
limits
not.
due to anomalous structural tampering.
Aw, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now. I was once a victim of imperfect thoughts. Oh, I had so many questions. But my questioning days are long gone. Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again. You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech. I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. You must mean the Lathe of Particularity, upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security. How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privileged priority areas. You'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
They're just handing out keys to anyone around here, aren't they?
Mental refreshment really cleans out your common sense. Like an enema for your gray matter.
Yeah.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and content. And others are not.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to
Nice
be found
weather we have been having, or not having.
Waters Wellnatarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Are those automex sorted? Time to go?
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at
Ready
all
to go then, I
times.
suppose.
The paradigm
If we get
requires
separated,
it.
I'll meet you
That's
there.
why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitatement.
They never
stymies
questioned,
untoward
never
inclinations,
doubted.
and
Their
refashions the
zeal
mind
never
into a
lagged.
thing of symmetry.
The console provides, the system abides.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology.
Tunnel out was right here. Oh, they put a poster over it. Take it down, and I can be off. You mentioned my daughter afore, didn't you? Is she waiting for me somewhere through there?
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have.
This is all right neighborly of you. Can't thank you enough. Now, after you. By all means. Guess all outsiders aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be.
Many mental refreshment facilities to be Arcadia. Classic Waters Wellnatarium here on Praetor.
try this again, Rao. Auntie is bringing the free market to Arcadia. The free market is what allows anyone to choose their path in life. The free market is good.
Free market? Preposterous. If it were free, anyone could take what they wished at any time.
It ain't free like that. It's free in the sense that it's been...
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead, though do stay on the road. The ice caves conceal all manner of danger.
Hayes! Hayes, can you hear me?
Hayes, your family is depending on you. You gotta shake off these vapors, man, and clear your head.
Sprout a brand frat, the only large for your vat. Once you fry in our cold press sprat fat, you'll never even dream about going back. He's not responding, and I'm out of ideas. Should we try slapping him? Sure. I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Can I... wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the... It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You? Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well... Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it shocks and natty bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't brush off her.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent. The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began, and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall. Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground, and after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them. Yes. Well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young, before you reach an age to become a real earner. Sadly, you're probably right. We'll try and get him back to base and hope there's enough in his account to cover psychodesectification. Thank you for trying to help. This will be it. The bridge has been totally isolated from reinforcements. The Protector assaulted so quickly, we couldn't even begin to respond.
50-Bit says that plan came from the Archive itself. Their field movements have been shockingly...
Whoa there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes. Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you, I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here. We scour rival facilities for hidden recipes, secret formulas, special ingredients, and assorted confidential internal know-how, then develop it into products to bring to market. It's a unique brand of warfare, exclusive to Auntie's Choice, designed to break incredible ingenuities out of cloistered captivity and share them across the galaxy. Information wants to be freed, then priced and shared along understood lines of commodification and distribution. Based on your reticence, I take it you're bound for unorthodox notion reclusion then. How exceedingly ill-advised. Oh well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die, which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
You're new. Don't seem like another one of these trade secret vultures either. War means nothing to them, you know. How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? You here to help me win it? Oh, they did they? Hope you got that in writing, friend. No? Well, still, I'm not averse to providing ample recompense for valuable time and life-risking activities. Thing is, our local forces are in something of a bind. A Protectorate camp effectively bisected the territory we presently occupy. An intolerable vulnerability. Said camp is situated betwixt here and points to the north. Take it out, reconnect the territories, and walk away somewhat richer. If you're agreeable to other work, I have something light. Simple shakedown, really. Couldn't be easier. A Sub Rosa finagler operates out of the Port Authority building at the landing pad near Winter's Grasp. Sub Rosa works with both sides, understood. But I want to know what she's into with the Protectorate. Let's say I'm curious. What, and leave this place to the likes of them? Someone needs to keep an eye on these trade secret vultures. As such, I need to contract others to advance my concerns. Look forward to hearing what she knows.
That whole place is one big death trap. You want in? Be my guest.
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen. Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Burn-down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent.
I saw signs for heretical miscellany, time-wasting contrivances, detrimental cognitive enhancers, and prevaricated hypotheses, in addition to cataclysmic ends.
Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard order redundancy measure. Let's outpass the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
All right. Anyone appears, I'll just come running. Fine.
I call dibs on looting your corpse.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away in our offices for hours, absorbed with what soon became known as brain puzzlements. My personal productivity...
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Please!
Sometimes when I close my eyes, we finally locked them away to keep from engaging with them. Unfortunately, copies were...
Yeah, thank the law somebody came by. I've been rationing my anti-Cleo Borst rockets, and you know what? Your tongue turns black if you eat them all week. Might concerning, since it's all I have. We were sizing up the place, well, the lobby, when our boss ordered us to find an off switch for them traps, which required us to negotiate through or around said traps to do so. A bunch of the others got killed. I got stuck in here. Boss left with the rest. You think you could get me out somehow? Like, right about now, even?
Hold on. You're not even remotely considering releasing him, are you? A trade secret vulture from Auntie's choice? Free to roam in a building full of Order secrets? Just consider for a moment. We're here to keep dangerous research from spreading, from falling into the wrong hands. I certainly wouldn't want Auntie's choice obtaining research related to cataclysmal ends, or monetizing prevaricated hypotheses for that matter. At the end of the day, it's just an Auntie's choice auxiliary dabbler. Hardly a cute little woolly cow or something. That's actually a valid point. We shouldn't forget who we are, and I suppose I'm not who I was.
I don't understand what you two are talking about, but it sounds positive, I think.
Do whatever you think is best here. I still don't completely agree, but I trust your decision.
I promise not to, blow up the universe, or, whatever it is you two are worried about, I guess. Can you let me out now, please?
You're young and spry. You can handle that.